For staying with us, we're still reviewing points. Let me take the major headlines. So the Nigerian National Petroleum, I have to take this story very slowly so that you can hear.
All right.
NNPCL on Thursday said it will end the importation of refined petroleum products by December 2024, as all the country's refineries will be operational by then.
2024.
Okay, well, let's write it down.
Mele Kyari disclosed this when he led officials to the company to a meeting. Specifically, he said, I can confirm to you, this is Mele speaking now. Mr. Kyari says, I can confirm to you that by the end of December this year, we will start the Port Harcourt refinery. Early in the first quarter 2024, we will start the Warri refinery. By the end of 2024, Kaduna refinery will be into operation. Hey, blood of Jesus. This is the commitment we are giving today. And you can hold us accountable for this. In 2024, many of the initiatives, including the rehab of our refineries and also the efforts of small scale, will make Nigeria the exporter of petroleum in 2024. Please, I hope I can hold Mele Kyari to this, because I'm going to screen grab this conversation.
We have marked the
mark the date.
Let's the December one. The rest
that Port Harcourt was.
No, December.
We must scale
2024.
No. Refer Port Harcourt this month, this year.
Next month.
This end of this year.
December one.
Read it again.
Yeah. No. That's for everything.
Okay.
By next year, 2024 will be good. Okay. But this year, the Port Harcourt.
That's just next month.
First quarter next year is Warri. Then Kaduna before they are. Okay, I don't have to take the story very slowly.
Keep this for us. Keep this show.
Because we will review it again on December 31st, 2024. We will review this matter. Go ahead, another story.
Yes, I have the picture story. The Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, has winged 12 new combat pilots from the Basic Flying Course 20 at the 403 Flying Training School in Kano. The Chief of Army Staff had charged the pilots to justify the efforts and resources invested in their training by contributing their best towards sustaining the successes recorded in the various theaters of operation within the country. He also says that that NAV had continued to conduct independent and joint operations aimed at decimating criminals and denying the freedom of action, as well as shaping the operational environment of various theaters. See, in summary, he's charging the pilots. He says, now you people are coming at a time where the security environment in Nigeria is quite fluid and unpredictable. We're fighting Boko Haram, there are killings and kidnappings across the country. So we need you to do your best. Make good these resources and this training that you have received over time, and wishing these young pilots, all the best and all success. And please, may all the Boko Haram people die, not our pilots. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
So
sorry.
Police Command has arrested 3 persons in connection with the death of a woman, Mrs. Iyanoluwa Adamoleko, in Arigidi Akoko, in Akoko Northwest local government area of the state. So they said the woman is a retired teacher and was allegedly killed in her room while sleeping, and the suspects took away her mobile phone, left her lifeless body. So her body was discovered by her grandchildren in the afternoon when they came back from school. So the suspects who they caught were identified as Oluwaseun Mubarak, Rewan Oluwaseun, who are the house helps of the woman and Mubarak's mother. And according to the police, they said they had tracked the phone to the phone of the deceased to the people who had the phone, and the suspects later assisted the police to get the other accomplices, and they now explained what happened, that they came into the room that particular day, used a table to break her head, and while she was struggling, one of them strangled her, and then they took the phone. They didn't tell us if there was any other thing that they took, and then disappeared. But they are in custody now and investigation.
Sad. Daily Sun, aftermath of CDS allegation, FG orders prison warders probe over Boko Haram inmates. Umuada Ibo ask Tinubu to free Kanu. Troops kill 99 terrorists, arrest 198 others in 1 week. Suspension of Nigeria by FATF sends wrong signals to investors, says Sislak. 4-year education roadmap underway, says Minister. FG to channel $1.5 billion donor funds into 36 pubs. An appeal court reversed sack of Nasarawa governor affirms Yahaya's victory in Gombe. And Rivers Assembly court threatens contempt order against Amewule and Mao.
I have the major headline in the Sun again. And this time around, our darling Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, the Minister for Interior, have reacted to what the Chief of Defense Staff said at the House of Reps appearance that he did, where he accused the staff of the prison's Nigerian Correctional Service of conniving with Boko Haram terrorists that were arrested and detained at the correctional services across the country, with assisting them to finance further attacks within the country. So they use their account to help them push funds, and they do a 50-50 sharing, according to the Chief of Defense Staff. And this, of course, immediately, Tunji-Ojo reacted. He condemned the unpatriotic act and started an investigation immediately into this disturbing allegation across all the correctional services. And anybody found wanting, you can get yourself to blame for whatever your eyes see. But, you know, the Chief of Defense Staff had said that it is very annoying the way this was done, where you know this person is being investigated for something like that, and rather do the patriotic thing of reporting to the agencies you partner because of money.
Yeah, so let me add something little there. So they said that they cannot be everywhere. We as citizens need to take hold of our security by, you know, mentioning and reporting any suspicious activities around. Yeah, so they also need to find a way to begin to sensitize people, sensitize schools. They should start teaching this from schools, catch them young, so that you know that security, you must be alert, and whatever you notice that's not working well, you just make that report.
Also, the minister has assured the public that they are on their way to turn the correctional services to proper reform places where reforms happen to match international standards, where inmates are totally rehabilitated. He said this is in line with the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and this is the era of action, not just talk, where, you know, people would see results as soon as possible. I want to rely on his example he had already set with the immigrations, and hope things go well.
Which other story? I was going to take Daily Sun. So our president, through the Minister of Education, Tahir Maman, disclosed yesterday at the 35th convocation ceremony of Yabatech that the federal government is proposing a 4-year roadmap for the nation's education sector as a way of addressing the numerous challenges facing the sector. He said a comprehensive 4-year strategic plan is underway, serving as a roadmap, and a crucial step in this direction was the National Stakeholders Workshop organized by the Federal Ministry of Education. The envisioned roadmap is poised to shape the future of education in our nation. Well, I was hoping to get a breakdown of what the roadmap is, but now there's a roadmap coming, so we're now waiting for what's the breakdown of the roadmap in future, and we'll continue to look out for that. Okay, moving on quickly now to Vanguard. NBS report families spent more as inflation persists. Northern elders express concern over conduct of judiciary. Oba of Benin suspend Duke, appoint elders in Uhogwa village. We have roadmap to tackle challenges in the education sector, says Tinubu. Registrars to federal government grants full autonomy to varsities. Boko Haram FG probes prison warders alleged connivance with terrorists. Okay, which story?
Okay, so I have the Oba of Benin story. The Oba of Benin Omonobanedo Uko Apolopolo, the ORD.
I love that.
I like the way you just suspended.
Are you feeling
well
like
done.
Yes,
As a proud one.
You finish well.
They are suspended the Enogi of Uhogwa village in Ovia northeast local government area of Edo State. And this is because the people of that area has written and appealed to him to rescue them from the jaws of the oppressors and make peace to be law-abiding. So the statement reads that the allegations of misconduct, the dereliction of duties were leveled against the former Duke Enogi. I don't know why he's a Duke of the kingdom, and so he has removed him and ordered that the second most elderly man in the village and other elders in the village should take over leadership in that village.
Yeah, so the Association of Registrars of Nigerian Universities, ANU, yesterday urged the federal government to grant full autonomy to universities to save Nigerian university system. They said in a communique issued at the end of its 18th annual retreat and the 74th business meeting in Benin City, Edo State, saying that there was an urgent need to rescue Nigerian universities from the stranglehold of civil service bureaucracy for efficient institutional governance. And they said also that the university system, given its peculiarities, should be formally excised from the civil service system and granted full autonomy. That government just needs to keep a respectable and watchful distance in accordance with the acts and statutes of the established institutions. And they also understand that the autonomy must come with top-notch accountability on their own part and integrity as well. So saying as well that the university should be free from excessive governmental control and interference. They should be at liberty to determine the contents of their curricula, determine their admissions, recruitment policies and processes, as well as allowed to take full charge of their operations and governance. Just saying that they need the government to be able to function on its own. They would, think of ways to generate their revenue and all that. The government can just give them blocks of grants and funds and then move on. They can generate the rest and, follow up. They need this to work just as it works in other parts of the world so that we can have a better university system.
Final paper, Nigerian Tribune, let's find a story of not taking. Lagos impounds 15 petroleum tankers for parking on Port Access Road. Appeal Court reverses tribunal judgment sacking Governor Sule. Panic over recovery of 88.6 billion naira debt as controversy rages over disco's operating license expiry date. Labour Party factions clash in court over suits against the Imo governorship candidate. Terrorism, FG orders probe of misconduct by correctional officers. Okay. Any story we've not taken?
Lagos State government impounded 15 petroleum tankers parked indiscriminately along the second rainbow to Mile 2 bridge on the Oshodi Apapa Expressway. I was in that traffic on Wednesday. And so they said yesterday they impounded them. Some of them were impounded within the Mile 2 estates, some parked indiscriminately. And the special advisor to the governor on transport, Sola Giwa, is encouraging Nigerians to report any of such indiscriminate parking that causes hardship to motorists.
How do you arrest tankers?
I feel so relieved. Yes, so we've been at it back and forth. They are also on the Badagry Expressway. Now, I'll just take a picture of your plate number and report. I'm telling you, because they cannot park on all parts of the road so that we are now forced to sit between, because that's how the robbery happens. You just see them in front of you. You can't go forward, you can't go back because you're helpless.
You're trapped.
And you're robbed. So they need to do better. Nupen can do better. They know they've done it before.
That is all we can take on Front Page Review. When we come back, move on to our next segment. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.